right, we're doing it. Are you washed out in the video, do you think?
Like too bright.
Do you think it's a little too bright or you think we're good?
Interesting. Maybe like. We might be all right.
Okay.
Maybe
we'll keep
like
going.
maybe do a little off.
It also has a setting a little less light.
Really?
This
Let me
one
try
doesn't.
That. Okay.
You might be thinking, are those the same two lamps? They are, but only one works fully, and the other one works kind of fully. Spin it clockwise for me.
Clockwise.
Spin it clock.
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
You are very sensitive with the light here.
How do I do that? More?
Just do it a little more.
There we go.
What do you think now? What do you think now? It sets a different mood.
Yeah. Do you think this too? This seems. Do you think there's another setting?
There's one more higher.
Okay.
There it is.
Let's just do this.
Okay, we're gonna
and
stick
pray.
with that. All right, we're showing people a little behind the scenes here.
Yeah. The lighting behind the scenes.
And I apologize because I'll be honest with you. No one shows up. No one shows up early. Very few show up on time. For you to show up 15 minutes early for the pod, I thought I had a half hour to eat. I'm slicing up spinach, and I didn't slice up the garlic, as we've discussed.
Yeah, you don't. Rich and I both buy the pre-minced garlic in olive oil
Yes.
because we have jobs.
Right. Is this a
Rich.
weird thing?
No, it's a funny thing you said. I was like, oh, I do this because I'm so lazy. And you go, what did you say?
Said I do it because I have a job.
Yeah, like mincing your own garlic is aggressive.
It's so unnecessary.
That's what I'm saying.
Who does it? I don't know anyone. Do you see, especially, do you buy the size minced garlic that I buy?
Yes.
It's so big.
It's massive.
They sell little ones.
Sometimes I'll do that.
When I want the biggest fuck. Because I know,
Yeah.
there's certain things I know. The sun's going to rise tomorrow, and I'm not mincing my own fucking garlic. I'll tell you that much. At no time.
It's just a lot. It's like, and they already do it for you. You know?
For 2/5?
Yeah. That's what I'm going
250.
with. 250.
That was abbreviated 50.
Yeah, 2/5 for the 250.
But yeah, no. So,
But yeah, I've been trying to get places on time or early lately.
let me tell you, you knocked it out of the park. Was
Yeah.
not expecting it. You and Louisa Lang. Shout out
Yeah.
Louisa Lang.
Shouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's confusing people, I think. Oh, yeah, I got to show. By the way, it's just like my arrivals are really throwing people off.
Oh, for like everyone.
It's just
Tobin?
generally speaking. Yeah, I think, though, I'm doing this thing where I get down there, because here's the thing. I
Okay.
got to get down there. Well, let me go in the bag. Look,
Okay,
here, I
we're
got
going to
a
go into
paper
the bag. So he brought a bag. I asked what's in it. And I said, don't worry about it. Wait till the pod starts.
That's right. And then with the big reveal,
I'm so nervous. A DP!
a DP, fellas.
Now, this breaks all sorts of rules.
That's right. This is generally a fall item, and I'm breaking it out here in July.
Did you go? Because I assume you bought this from your bodega.
I brought it from your local bodega.
From my local bodega. Which one
Yeah.
do you go to?
Up a block and over.
Bench up in front?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a sketchy bodega.
Yeah, it was super sketchy.
Yeah. I know it had to be some sort
Yeah.
of sketchy establishment because they gave you a paper bag for your DP. Who is doing that?
Wait a second. That's such a brilliant point. I should put this back in the paper bag.
Because I got nervous because I saw you with a paper bag with an aluminum can in it, and I said, Hardy's back on the juice.
Yeah, like this. Just do this the whole pod. Just drink my DP out of a paper bag.
That's so ridiculous.
How money is that?
That's you committing to the bit. I've seen you commit the bits before. This
Yeah.
would be committing to the bit.
That DP's crisp.
It's a good DP.
Yeah.
Good batch.
I went. I was in there, and I was like, "Do I? I think I might need to get. They've got a DP can. I might need to get that."
You're usually a fountain DP or bottled DP?
Actually, when I order, I get the can. I usually get a can. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm trying to think of the last time I had Diet Pepsi on a fountain. I don't think it happened.
It doesn't happen at the AMC. Which, by the way, did you read the article I sent you?
Yo, what the hell was that?
What's going on with the popcorn?
Giving away free popcorn? Is that right? Is that true?
That's from the article. That's what I surmised.
That's crazy, man.
Are you okay with that?
I mean, yeah. What did you think I wouldn't be okay with it?
I didn't know where you fell on the spectrum, cause the loyalist to AMC you are,
Yeah.
you want them to gain every cent that they can,
Right.
but you're also a man of the people.
That's right. That's right. And I also was like, I respect, but you know what the problem is? It's just like there's so much popcorn anyway. Like you're already getting so much popcorn at the movie theater.
I've never gotten a thing of popcorn and said, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it matters to them. Like I don't think they're actually like, oh, we don't have this. Because I don't think people are probably able to like eat the amount of popcorn that they're giving away.
They've also been making how much money off popcorn for years?
Yeah.
It's a $9 popcorn. It costs you 50 cents to make.
Yeah. I mean, less, right? Like I don't know how much popcorn costs, but I was in there. I didn't see anything though. I didn't see them like giving away corn.
You were. How recently though?
I went and saw Fast 9.
You saw Fast 9?
Oh yeah.
Are you a Fast guy?
I mean, I've seen them all. They're not good, right?
Okay, they're not good.
Yes,
can all
they're not.
agree.
Yeah. But this last one was epic. I mean, it was shameless. It was it's some of the most shameless filmmaking I've ever really seen.
It's very clear they just went for the money.
Yes. Yes.
Is The Rock in it or John Cena or both?
John Cena's in it.
And he plays Vin Diesel's brother.
Yes.
Am I right with this?
Yep.
I've seen none of the movies, by the way. I don't know why.
You haven't
I
seen
know
any
this.
of the
No,
movies?
I just for some reason I know this.
That's exactly right.
And then they go into space. Do they not go into space? Are they driving cars in space?
Yes. And I laughed. I don't know if I've laughed that hard. I couldn't stop laughing when they went into space.
When the cars got into space.
They don't go into space and then drive cars around, right?
Okay.
They take a car into space. Like a Nissan.
Wait.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. It's so mind-boggling that you can't help but laugh. And there's this line, by the way, listen to this line. This is the funniest thing I've heard.
Set the scene.
Yeah.
As a professional actor.
Yeah. So so they're about to take off. They've got a rocket strapped to these cars.
Right.
So they can so Tyrese and former rapper Ludacris can go into space.
Both of them also normal cast.
Yes. They've been in the Fast series steadily.
Steadily.
They're actually like fundamental players in the
They're quite necessary.
yes, in the
storyline.
series. Yes, absolutely. Also, the movie's so self-aware that like Tyrese throughout the movie, I don't know his name in the movie. I'm going to call him Tyrese.
That's fine. People know who you're talking about. No one's been lost when you brought up Tyrese.
There's been zero issues with me calling him Tyrese. He is like actually wondering why they haven't died in this movie. Is that not the craziest thing you ever heard? He's being like, how are we not dead? Like something's up. Is it that we're untouchable or is something else askew? He's like basically going, we're in a movie, I think. Is like kind of what he's like saying.
Do you think that's
So weird.
the character Tyrese is playing? Or do you think that's actually Tyrese on camera? This is before the scene, and he's like, how are we not dead?
Yes, it should be. Right, that's so funny. It's like Tyrese just being like, guys, we, at this point, like, I'm going to have to mention my confusion with us not being dead, because for my own acting, so that I can actually believe in the character. My character would be so shocked by now.
Nothing tells me he's a method actor, Tyrese. I don't think he's getting too into the script.
Dude, he's like, yeah. Well, so he's like, yeah, listen, why aren't we dead, right? And he keeps doing this. And he keeps asking other people while they're not dead. Like, this one guy is supposed to be dead, this guy Han. And he's like, Han's telling everyone after he got back, he's like telling them about this daughter he adopted. And Tyrese is going, I don't care about that. Right? He's like, how did you survive the fire where you were supposed to be burned alive? And he's legitimately asking him. And the Han guy is like, did you meet my adopted daughter? And Tyrese is like, no, come on, guys. Everyone focus. Why is Han alive? It's so weird. And I'm watching the movie. I'm like, this is brilliant, actually. The sort of self-awareness of the movie that, like, it's a really dumb, ridiculous movie.
Maybe they're doing like a Truman Show on Tyrese, where he's thought this is his life the whole time.
That's honestly what it feels like. It feels like a little bit of Truman Show where finally in Fast 9, Tyrese is going, you know, I don't think the world is as I think it is. Like, something's really wrong.
It's an extremely meta character he becomes.
It really is. It really is. And so he has this big speech, and other characters are doing this too, by the way. Charlize Theron is going, I think this is the point in the movie. She says this aloud.
She says in the movie?
Yes.
In the movie, she says in the movie.
In the movie. That's what she says. She goes, I think this is the point in the movie where the bad guy thinks he's won, but he's wrong. And she says it to another bad guy. She's a bad guy. She says it to a bad guy. And then the bad guy goes, what kind of bad guy am I? And he's like, I think I'm Luke Skywalker. And she's like, that's a good guy, not a bad guy.
So Star Wars exists in this universe.
Yes. Is this not the craziest thing?
It's the writers of the script had to be like, we could do anything we want at this point.
That's what I think is going on.
And they're like, oh, we can't. We're gonna have Tyrese question his existence the whole fucking time. What's his name in the movie? We forgot.
That's right. So he's like, yeah. By the way, you tell me whenever Fast 9 becomes we've gone too deep into it, because I won't be able to pull myself out.
That's how much Fast 9 is, or just Fast has become so a part of our culture that I've never seen a second of any movie.
Yeah.
And I knew who John Cena played.
Yeah, you did somehow from that fucking trailer. That trailer that never ends. By the way, I was talking about this a couple. That's the longest trailer. That's the longest a trailer has existed prior to the movie coming out. Because what's that?
How long was it? 2 years?
Yeah, because it was pre-pandemic. And I think everything got delayed, so this trailer just played ad nauseum until this fucking movie finally came out. So anyway, they go into so Tyrese, yeah. So they're talking like it's a movie, which is so weird.
We didn't get into how they got into space,
right? So listen, so then one of the guys lets these two idiots, Tyrese and Ludacris, take off into space from like a space station. And the guy goes, oh, yeah, so that somewhat makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So that checks a makes sense box. We haven't had any of those boxes yet.
That's right.
There goes that checks out.
Check. So then the guy who got them access to the space station, he says aloud when they take off, he goes, there go my father's diplomatic ties to Eastern Europe.
About Tyrese and Ludacris?
So the line, as I interpret it, means he used his father's sway in this region of Eastern Europe
Gotcha.
to allow Tyrese and Ludacris to take off.
Understand.
So he burned bridges for the space station, to utilize the space station.
I think I'll speak for myself and
Yeah.
all the listeners.
Yeah.
We do the same.
You would use the same.
For Tyrese and Ludacris? Yes.
Yeah, so you would use. So the line just really caught me off guard. There go my father's diplomatic ties with Eastern Europe.
But that's Fast 10. He just made Fast 10 right there. That's a door to Fast 10.
Yeah.
How did they go to space from a car?
Okay, so listen. So then they use this rocket on the back of this like legitimate, like just like Acura.
It's an Acura.
It's like a legit, yes. It's like a basic sedan.
There's a model. It says a model car on there.
I think it was like, yeah, the Tokyo Drift guys made the car with the rocket, and they said the name of it. I forget it. I forget the exact name, but it was like a legitimate name of some fucking car.
How much do you think it costs for that ad placement?
I don't know, but Corona is all over the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Corona beer or Corona the virus?
The Corona beer.
Oh, okay. That was a
Yes.
legitimate question.
Yes.
Okay.
Corona beer. And it's everywhere.
To the point where you go, oh, this is
Yeah.
ad placement.
Yeah. No, that goes past ad placement.
Oh, really? Do
Yeah.
they go, this is a delicious
That's right.
ice cold Corona beer?
That's right. They go to like that point. They go to the point where like at one of the most like emotional points of the movie, like Vin Diesel's handed a Corona. I swear to God.
It's just not appropriate for the
Yeah,
location.
that's right. The guy's like, here, have a Corona. Like, sit down. It's been a while. Like, it's beyond. And then the last scene, they're all drinking Coronas at a barbecue.
But in their defense, it's all about family.
Yes. So that's like the big thing, like the whole family thing. But they legitimately, yeah, they like end up in space, like with like driving around, and I was crying in my fucking seat. I really couldn't maintain composure.
No, but people are genuinely like,
Yes.
fuck yeah, dude.
That's right. They were clapping when like characters would come in, like old characters would come back.
Like this was a real play being done in front of them.
Yeah, they were like, wow, this guy's back. The whole movie is like a big roundup. Like where they like go to different places to like, who will have the jetpacks we need.
Fucking Jetpack Steve.
That's right. We got to go to London to see this Tokyo Drift guy, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah!"
Is this
like,
supposed to be like the last Fast?
I don't know. I think there's supposed to be a Fast 10. I do. I think there's supposed to be
Holy
another
balls.
Fast. Yeah, dude. And that's gonna be. I would recommend seeing it. I would honestly.
After everything you've said, you're like, and at the end of the day,
You need.
Fantastic.
That's right. People need to understand. Like you need to see this exercise in just gluttonous, shameless filmmaking.
okay.
It's almost an art what this guy's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. It's just so beyond the pale. The whole thing is just so absurd. Everything about it. It's so over the top. They're driving cars in space. It's completely worth it.
And so anti-art, that it's art.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But no free popcorn.
Yeah, I don't think there was free popcorn.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. For the amount of money Fast is making, the amount of money Vin Diesel is making off this movie, everyone should get free popcorn.
Yeah. I remember like looking too. I remember telling my buddy, I was like, I think you can get free popcorn now because you had sent me that. But I didn't see anything.
I mean, as the face of AMC, as you are.
Yeah, that's.
How did you not become a billionaire off the stock flying up?
You know what's so weird? Like, what happened with that? Because I've been like watching. I don't want to sit too far back. I feel like people can't see.
Sit far back, sit up front.
I feel like people keep coming up to me. Like this guy came up to me after a show, and he was like, "Do you own stock?" He's like, "Cause I had the AMC shirt on."
Obviously.
Yeah, he was like, "Do you own stock? Settle a bet." And I was like, "I don't own stock." So tell me what actually happened? Because I honestly really don't know.
Basically, I'm not a finance guy. Let's put an
Yeah.
asterisk next to this. So everything I say might be take it with a grain of Jew, but so basically all these hedge funds shorted the AMC stock along with GameStop
Okay.
and Nokia and a couple others.
Right.
So they're basically like, this thing sucks. I'm gonna make money off it sucking. And then some guy
okay.
found this list of the top shorted stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, listen, you gays, we got all this stimulus money. Why don't we fuck over these hedge funds? Why don't we all put money into these stocks? They'll fly up. We'll make money. And those dicks will lose everything they have.
Wow.
And people are like,
Really?
cool, man.
So the people like banded together.
It's actually
That's kind of
a pretty nice story. And it all happened on Reddit, on Wall Street Bets. So on Reddit, you could, do your right-wing conspiracies, say, white power. And while saying white
yeah.
power, you could also find a good stock to invest in.
So so like people got together on Reddit. That's how they like,
Started in the Reddit
Yeah.
community, on the Wall Street Bets Reddit community,
hey, let's all put our money into AMC.
and let's fly it up.
Wow.
Same thing happened with Dogecoin, Shiba Inu coin. That's why they all skyrocketed.
Okay.
And then you got Elon Musk and the wings just playing around on Twitter.
What did he do?
Like a little puppeteer. He'd be like, I'm going to you could start using Dogecoin at all the companies I own, and just fucking chill, we'll take it. And people were like, it's the future.
Oh, so he like started helping them.
Yeah, he kind of like added fuel to the fire. And then like Mark Cuban's like, if you come to a Mavericks game, you could pay for things in Dogecoin.
Wow.
And people
Okay.
were like, wow, these are smart people. And it's really just billionaires trying to have fun with you.
Yeah. So then the stock went up. The AMC stock went back up.
Flew up.
So when it got shorted, it went way down though.
No, so basically, the short was before the pandemic, or maybe
Okay.
even during, like right when the pandemic was happening.
Yeah.
And they were like, nah, how's AMC going to come back? They have no one can physically go to a movie. It's just impossible for them to make money.
They didn't know that I was hammering
Little did people
midnight
know
showings.
Matt Hardy
Yeah.
was in the dark this whole time. If I found out you were the one in charge of AMC stock flying up, I would have said it all makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you sent me some story again. You keep me plugged into the AMC news.
I'm concerned with you and AMC's relationship, especially after this past year.
But I'm saying, yeah. Well, what do you go after the stock?
Right after
Yeah.
you couldn't go see a movie. I was worried about you. I was worried about AMC. Nevertheless, the relationships.
Yeah, you should have been worried about me. Because that's a large part of my leisure. That's how I escape, yeah.
I don't even think it's part of your leisure. I think it's a part of your being. It's a part of your aura that you need. You physically have to go to an AMC location.
It's actually absolutely true.
You lose all of your power. If you don't, and people could take you to be like, he needs a movie stat. And you're like, all right, the closest one's to Regal. And we're like, we don't have time. Where's your closest AMC? A Regal?
This man needs a movie stat. He's going to die on the table. What do we have? Oh, all he's got is Cruella.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Is that an AMC?
It will suffice.
Preferably the Lincoln Center location.
Yes, that's right. Although Kips Bay, I went to Kips Bay on Saturday night.
That's a lower quality movie theater, is it not?
Yeah, it's a good, solid AMC though,
Okay.
but not the dreamy Lincoln Square. And I saw the Forever Purge.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I'll tell you really quick. It's a
I had the time.
yeah, it's a movie. You never heard of The Purge?
I know The Purge.
Okay, it's one of those. It's in the series of The Purge. Only now, and this is great. The Purge continues past the one day. So usually it's like one day you can kill everybody. Now people are killing people past the one day, like real life. Right?
I mean, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, are we in a purge? Can I go outside?
No, because like, so if you allow murder, right?
Yes.
For one day,
Okay.
and then people start killing people just
Yeah, they get a taste.
or year round, you've just reset and now it's just how life is. Like you could still. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, like just with all the public shootings, you're saying?
Yeah, whatever it is. That's just how it is now. There's no purge, and you can kill. You'll get in trouble, but you can kill people throughout the year.
I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like funny. What they did was they basically like undid the one day.
Right.
The whole reason it was funny is because it was like one day it was legal.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And now
So
they just said, all right,
yeah, so
whenever.
right now people are just killing people year round. And you're like, well, I mean, that's sort of the state of things.
Right. I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
So anyway, I went to that on Saturday night. But yes, if I don't get an AMC in the system,
It's bad news. I knew you were an addict. Once it was me, you, Jason. Tom might have been there also, that bald bitch.
yeah.
And we got dinner, and we're leaving. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, where are you guys heading? And we were in the Lower East Side or what? East Village. You said, oh, me and Jason are going to go see the lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, oh, yeah? Where are you seeing that? It was like midnight. And you're like, oh, they're doing a 1 a.m. showing in Lincoln Center. And I was like, this guy's going crosstown uptown to see an art house flick.
That's right. The Lighthouse AMC. I love those, man. That's where I get my zhuzh, you know?
Where that's how you restore power.
Yeah.
You
I'm
don't
just
sleep.
like, dude, I might go after this. I
assume
went
you are.
Saturday. Yeah, I went Saturday night. I was like, yeah. I go all the time. I mean,
How
well,
much
not
are
all
you
the
losing
time.
a month? How much are you spending a month on movies at AMC specifically?
No, because this is the thing. Like, I'm not losing it. I'm a member. I'm Stubbs.
Wait, how are you not? How much is a Stubbs membership?
You don't know this.
No, they had the movie pass, and that was like $10 for Infinity movies.
You're gonna lose your mind.
Okay, fill me in on the details here.
You're gonna lose your mind. So, the way AMC Stubbs works is that it's $22 a month.
You're asking me?
No, like I'm saying, it's like 22.
Okay.
Like
Because you sounded like there was a question mark at the end of it. I was like, you're the one filling me in.
it's like 22, 23, right around there a month.
Okay.
3 movies a week.
That's so many movies.
Yep. 4th movie, if you go over your thing, is $5.
Who's going to the movie more than 3 times? Maybe you.
I went 8 times in a row.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
8 days in a row?
8 nights in a row I went. It was a dark time. I was eating dinner at the AMC.
Do they have entrees?
Yeah, I was actually getting the pizza and this like giant pretzel that they have.
That's the saddest thing ever.
What's weird is I was loving it. I mean, I was getting up at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and I was heading down to the AMC. I think we'll do like a mic, and then we'll go to like the AMC.
When do you work?
Well, I don't.
Were you working at AMC?
No, but I was rocking. People do confuse me for a manager sometimes.
Yeah, because you wear the name tag.
That's right. And when I brought my buddy the other day, he like hadn't been there. I was like showing him around, like I own the place.
Well, yeah, and everyone's like, hey, Mr. Hardy.
That's right.
You're
That's
like, oh,
right.
hello, how are you?
We're doing good. Like, we were going up the escalators, and I was like, there's this giant In the Heights ad, and I
Right.
was like, look at that. That's beautiful, right? Crisp, good size. Come on, follow me. It's this way.
Did you take him in back of the snack bar? You like open the door to the snack bar. You're like, all right, this is around. That's Jose over there. How you doing, Jose? And yeah, they got the Junior Mints. I'm a fan of.
No, but I beat the woman who checked our tickets to her own line.
No, what's the line?
I go, we're seeing an IMAX, but there's no concession up there, so if you want popcorn, we have to get it on this level.
Did she look at you like?
The woman was like, she was like, nah, he's right. That's spot on. Concession is down
Veteran.
here. Yeah. And I was like, that's right. I'm a vet. Follow me, Tone. That's my buddy's name, Tone. This is Fast 9, our Fast 9 viewing, because the IMAX at Lincoln Square is third floor.
Okay.
Right? So there's a lot of escalators up, and they've discontinued the concession up there, which I don't love that. That'd be pretty sweet.
They had a station.
Oh, it's all set up. Yeah, but they haven't. I haven't seen it like up and running in a long time.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pre-pandemic.
This is a week ago. This
No,
is
I'm
last
saying,
week.
when did they shut down the?
Probably
the snack?
pre-pandemic. I saw it open. Yeah, I saw it open a lot.
Interesting.
It's the best IMAX in the city.
You said, best IMAX in the
Yes,
city.
without
I
question.
didn't even know there were how many IMAXs are there.
This is what my buddy Tone was asking me.
Because we expect you to know these answers.
He was asking me, is there one IMAX per theater? Which I thought that's a brilliant question. Which I think is right. I don't know that there's, unless you're in some frickin' Ohio, 2 IMAXs for one theater is absurd.
I've seen it though.
You have?
I've seen it on the island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then look at that. You're schooling me.
They had 2, but like
That's insane, bro.
oh, no one's disagreeing with you. But in Long Island movie theater defense, do you know how many people want to see Fast 9 on Long Island? And it needs to be an IMAX.
Yes, you can't see Fast 9 in anything but an IMAX.
But now let me ask you an IMAX question. Does the Museum of Natural History IMAX, which I do not believe shows movies, would you count that as an IMAX?
There's an IMAX there?
There's an IMAX at the
I would
Museum of
count it.
Natural
I would
History.
count it. As long as they're... Because IMAX, just for everyone out there, so you know, IMAX is... You shoot in IMAX. It's a type of film.
You just
It's a camera.
me there. I
yeah.
didn't know that.
So so you have to shoot on an IMAX film to actually have it. So it's a very risky proposition, right?
Yeah.
You have an extraordinary amount of money, and then you got to know that you only can play it in IMAX theaters, right?
Can you not convert IMAX film to regular movie screen?
I don't believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think you can.
Let me ask
Maybe-
you this question.
Maybe you can.
Because you're a Stubbs member, IMAX tickets are worth more than a regular movie.
Yes.
Do you have to pay
Yes.
extra for the IMAX experience?
Thank you, Rich, for asking me that.
You don't work for them.
I'm really trying to bring the peeps in. Thank you, Rich, because the answer to that is no.
Wow.
Yes, mic drop, people. Any movie, any AMC, anytime, anywhere. There are no restrictions on the films. You could go into a 40. You go into some weird fartsy documentary where they're like, look at us in the 70s. It's like 10 minutes. You could go see a short. If it's listed, you can see it on AMC Stubbs.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Can you movie hop in an AMC and just be like, listen, this is my second one of the week.
Yeah.
I'm doing a 2 for this week. I'm trying to hit 2 this week.
Yes, I think you can. Do you mean you have to make another reservation, or do you mean just do the old school? Because
You're making reservations?
Oh yeah, I'm a reservation guy.
We're not talking Indians.
I pop online. This is my favorite part about it is I pop online and I go to my my Lincoln or my Kips.
Okay.
And I take a look at the time, I pre-book, I'll look at time, see what we got.
Do you not go AMC Union Square? Because there is an AMC in Union Square, if I'm not mistaken.
You mean Times Square? I don't think there's an.
Is there not an AMC?
Maybe there is
in
one.
Union
I know there's a
Square?
Regal.
It could be a Regal. I thought it was an AMC.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think you're right. There's a. You're like truly disappointed in yourself.
I just
Here
wasted
are the
time.
The best AMC's in New York are Lincoln,
Yes.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Times Square is pretty good.
Really?
Well, it's kind of a dump, but they have great times, especially later, and they have more They have more selection. And then the other ones are like Magic Johnson, which I haven't really been to in Harlem.
Well, you've brought up.
I legitimately heard that there's a lot. That's a tough theater to watch a movie at. Let's put it that way.
It's just like the comedy shows up there. Tough crowds.
I've heard. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go by there. Haven't been by there. There's one in 86th on the east side that's just no good.
Okay, no, really? That's surprising.
It's not, you could go in, right, it is kind of surprising.
surprising.
You would
You
think
would think
Upper
that's the
East,
best one.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Lincoln Square, this is my favorite type of top. Lincoln Square, you go as you're ascending. First of all, as you're ascending to the IMAX, the whole wall is a brilliant collage
Of what?
of Hollywood. So it's got the Hollywood sign, palm trees, there's like a dinosaur, like a Jurassic it's got the cameras, the lights.
Are you a real sucker for old Hollywood?
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these guys that's like, you got to watch old movies.
You're
I'm
not
one
a
of these.
Casablanca fag.
That's right. I'm not going, oh, you don't know movie. I just went and saw Fast 9. Okay?
You don't discriminate against
No,
the movie.
I've seen The Purge. I've seen Cruella. No one's seen these films.
You're not above this.
No, I fucking love this. I go, again, I don't have to, it don't matter to me a lot of times what the movie is. I'm going to the theater to hit it.
Right, you're an experienced guy.
That's right. That's right. And I like IMAX.
Specifically.
Yes. I love that. Me personally, there's no other way to watch. It's like Red Rocks
Okay, I understand.
for music.
I understand.
Is the Lincoln Square IMAX.
That's a bold statement.
It's but accurate. Let me tell you. You go in there, man, and you have that fucking screen it's just screen for fucking dias for ages.
Would you do a 3D move?
I used to do 3D. I was kind of into 3D. It sort of fell off.
Yeah, it's not really around that much.
Yeah, I think a lot of the problem with that was just that they weren't making it so it didn't make sense outside of a great movie like Avatar. It didn't make sense why the movie was in 3D. And then that's going to fail.
Right.
Meaning it's not tied, you don't need to see it in 3D. And then people go, "Well, why is it in 3D?" That was the problem with 3D.
Okay.
So, but it has this giant collage. It's gorgeous. And then the individual theaters at Lincoln Square are have
Like names?
yeah, fun names and these kind of sort of I don't know what the word is, Hawaiian or tiki kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a vibe sort of the entrance of each theater.
It's tropical.
It's like
That's odd.
it's set up. Yeah, it's got a nice. It's wild, man.
I gotta get to you. Come with you to an AMC experience. If I had a Patreon, that's
Yeah.
the first thing I'm doing.
You gotta. Oh my god, dude, come on. We'll go yeah, you right. Concession, second floor. What other stuff was it like?
Let me ask you a movie
Yeah.
question. This is not really about that AMC specifically. This is just
Yeah.
about you as a moviegoer, your opinion.
Yeah.
You are the expert, in my opinion. I get popcorn.
Yeah.
Can someone put in a bunch of crunch into the popcorn?
Oh, I was okay. So I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know people that are into this.
So do I.
You do, right?
Yep.
Or they do a junior mint.
Oh my god. A raisinette. A snow cap. People that buy snow caps are poor. people that purchase snow caps with their own money that wasn't given to them by the government are poor people.
Because they're doing that, right? Like they're losing. Yeah, you're gonna lose. You can't do that and retain your money
No, you shouldn't be able to.
because it's such an unnecessary buy. The snow cap.
I think they made it for the recession. Not recession, for the depression. I'm almost positive the snow cap was created during the depression. Call us in.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What I don't like, I'm not a guy like I'm a how it is guy. Don't put lemon in my water.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, not with that. I was with you about the bunch
Oh,
of crunch and
okay.
the popcorn. You've lost me with the lemon in the water.
Like water's good. Water is great. It doesn't need a flavor. To me, it's just like popcorn's fantastic. I don't need to find the popcorn itself is unbelievable.
I agree with this.
You know, and that's what's weird. It's not bad. Like I'm not gonna like reach in there and be like, oh, this tastes terrible. I'm not a
Yes.
fucking lunatic.
Right,
it's
right.
delicious. It's chocolate. It's butter.
It's unnecessary.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
gluttonous.
why did you do that though?
Yes.
Did you improve it? Not necessarily.
Okay.
You know, so that's where that's where I come out. I come out on
The water thing's throwing me off, I'll be honest.
because you really like lemon in your water.
I don't love it. You give me a water, I'll have the water. If you go, all right, here's
Yeah.
some lemons for the table, or you put a garnish lem, I do it. I add it to the water.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Then.
Okay, ask me.
What are you like with your burger? What kind of burger? Are you one of these guys that's like, hey, put it on a pretzel bun and give me, roasted avocado and shishito peppers? I'm like, it's the burger, it goes. You don't need to do a lot to the burger.
After this podcast, I'm going to show you my birth certificate. So I was born in the United States of America. I'm a
That's
medium
legendary.
rare cheddar. Let me fill you in on this.
Yeah.
I don't even like bacon on my burger.
Yes! Let's fucking go, Apple. Thank you. I'm so sick of this bacon crap.
No.
That is such a hot take. I'm so into that. I'm fired up. I'm erect.
I'll tell you what I will
I'm
do.
legitimately stiff.
Well, bacon will do it to you.
Yeah. What do you...
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I will do a no throw. I like cheddar,
Yeah.
onion, lettuce. If tomatoes there, I'll add it.
But it's not something you're bringing up.
Not
You
something
bring
I'm-
me a tomato, it may get... Okay.
It may be added, may not be added. I will also do, on rare occasion, but it has
Yeah.
happened, some sort of barbecue burger.
Ooh, I like that. I do like that.
I like barbecue sauce on
Yeah.
almost anything.
Yes. Okay. Wow, we have a very similar burger.
Yeah.
But that's not that. Okay, because here's the thing with the barbecue sauce, right? On the side. Right? Or you on it?
I
So
trust
you go
I
on
put
it.
the trust
Okay.
in.
Okay, so you go, okay, that's fine. It's still not. My issue becomes, and I was like getting in arguments with people about this. I'm like, stop trying to perfect. My burger needs to be flawed. I like a flawed burger.
Okay, now I'm interested in your
Yes,
logic here.
because here's the thing. I don't want you to put too much effort into my burger. I don't want you to engineer my burger.
Okay.
I don't want the ratios. Okay, I don't want, this is exact, and then this is right, and the bun's just right, and this is, no. I want you to sort of like indifferently sort of just smash some meat on
Okay.
like a breakfast grill.
You
Okay.
don't want it cleaned.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
That's right. And then I want it messy. I want a decent mess going on.
So you're a big diner burger
Yes,
guy.
I love I order my burgers from the diner. And I think that's perfection. Because nowadays you go to these restaurants, you know these burgers, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're not. I'm like, this sort of is taking away from the experience for me.
Because in my opinion, and who am
Yeah.
I also?
Yeah.
Who am I? But to me, if I'm getting a burger, you know what I want? I want the burger.
Yeah.
I don't want the thrills.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
I want the meat.
Good
medium
meat.
rare. Yes.
Good meat.
The cheese doesn't even have to be that good.
No. That's whatever. Put it on. Just hammer me with your. Yeah, just don't just don't overdo it. It's not a plate of sushi.
Yes, it should be the inverse.
Yeah, I see
preparation for the two.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and like a couple places I went just had like crazy, like what they were doing. I was like, this is like, I'm trying to get some stuff's going down my arm, some juice.
Oh, you're looking to get down and dirty.
That's right. Maybe I can't even really. Maybe I pick it up and I go, I'm not really sure how I'm going to eat this.
That's a great burger.
That's what I'm saying.
Where a little bit of the end is wet from the juice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and like they used a really poor piece of like the lettuce is too big.
It's the word. Why did you even give me this lettuce?
Yes.
Who do you purchase your lettuce from? Go to someone else. Even though I'll be honest with you, I don't like a romaine leaf on my burger.
Well,
I like a shredded lettuce.
You do like a shredded lettuce.
I prefer a shredded lettuce.
I think I like a crunch, a good crunch off of romaine.
But that's what the red onion's for.
Yes, good red onion. That's my thing too. I like a lot of red onion.
Love it.
Yeah, really raw red, just chunks. You know how people when they cut onion, you do it in half, and then you do
the slices.
The individual. That's as far as I go. I don't do another chop.
For a burger, you shouldn't be doing
that's
another chop.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Me and you, we're going out to a steakhouse. Will you get the burger from the steakhouse? Are you that type of burger guy? Because there's people doing that, and I think that's disgusting.
From a steakhouse?
I think it's insulting to the steakhouse, if I'm honest. It's like ordering chicken at a steakhouse. Fuck you.
Yeah, I probably won't at a steakhouse. Okay. I probably won't. But I'll buckle and order a burger, like, a lot.
Okay.
I'll just be like, I don't know what I'm going to, I'm going burger. I might do a burger tonight. I might make some burgers
at
tonight.
AMC.
Yeah. No, that's another thing I don't really like is, like, with these theaters where people eat at it.
Like you did for 8 weeks?
Yeah. I don't like, no, see, I only like what they serve at AMC is like, okay, fine, because I don't have, like, waiters bringing you food in the theater.
So guess what's opening around the corner here?
Yeah, some
Alamo Draft House.
Yeah.
You're not into that.
That's literally I literally can't stand it.
Because that takes away from the movie experience.
Yes. You're there and you're there for the flick. I'm there to see the flick too. Like I don't want people walking around, trying to eat an app.
Little spinach artichoke.
Yeah, and talk like, oh, pass me that. Like, you're like, have you people eating? It's so loud. Like, it's such a production.
Such a production.
Yeah. Even at the Purge, this group of people like literally brought in like so much food.
Will you not bring in food?
No.
You're a loyalist.
Yeah, I will not bring in food. Horror movie. I'm like, okay, this movie sucks the bag anyway. Okay. Fine. But I also saw, this really blew my mind.
Tell me.
Someone showed up to the Purge 40 minutes late. A couple. What is that? Don't go. If you're going to go, like...
What, you're just there to see murder at that point?
Yeah, and... and the movie's so bad. Like, it's already so bad. You can't show up. Now it's worse than bad.
Right. You missed the whole development, the plot development.
Yeah, it's just you can't go to you're going to watch 30 minutes. You're going to watch the last 30 minutes of The Purge.
But maybe they movie hopped.
That's potential.
Potential.
Maybe they movie hopped.
Let me ask you a question again.
Yeah.
I'm very stuck up on the food now.
Yeah.
Will you get
food.
a hot dog at the movie theater?
That I have not done. I would do it if I knew the dogs were crisp.
Okay.
And
if they were Hardy approved dogs.
That's right. If I went there and you were like, "Yo, these dogs are solid,"
Okay.
I would get a dog.
I'm dying
I'm
to
not-
get a hot dog with you at a movie.
I'm not
to do
against.
it.
I just got a little. I'm a little skittish from
Okay.
like 7-Eleven in these places that serve dogs.
Yes.
And you're like, I don't know if that is actually what it claims to be.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind. A dog's a pretty good movie theater food, I think,
I don't know if I agree with that.
because of the condiment.
Yeah, I think I don't think any tubular meat should be enjoyed in the dark. That's my opinion. I also don't think a burger should be there. I don't think pizza should be at the movie theater.
Yeah.
I think a pretzel is pushing it.
Yeah. You know, I kind of agree with this too. Yeah.
It needs to be a salty
Yeah.
or sweet treat. Treat. Emphasis on the treat.
Yeah.
A hot dog isn't a treat. A burger isn't a treat.
Yeah.
Some sort of entree. And I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. I agree. I really do.
I mean, for really traditionalists.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I like. People just don't. What's so weird, it's so funny. People just don't like movies.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
There's a lot of people that just, and like you see it, like when they go to the movies, they're not actually like, they're like, yeah, whatever. Like, what's going on the screen? Yeah. I'm hanging out here with I came here with my friends, or like, I'm eating nachos and Twizzlers.
Yep.
And I got a Coke in my face, and I recline, and I legitimately fall asleep.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I mean, all right, I see that a lot. Like, I do see a lot of people that, and then people do this thing too with movies where they like treat it kind of like very cavalier, which I don't like. They're always, they're like, let's see a movie. Hey, let's. And
it
they
should
don't.
be a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, and they don't fucking mean it at all. Seriously, like, do you see people do that?
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm one of those guys.
yeah, it's weird. It's like, for some reason, our culture decided that it's like, see you around. Like, if you want to get rid of someone, but you don't hate, you're like, all right, see you around,
Okay.
It's even in that vein where they're like, yeah, maybe we'll catch a movie or something.
Okay.
And you're like, oh my God, you don't mean that at all. Because I'll hit someone, hey, let's, because this is what happens when you finally try to go to the movie, right?
Uh-huh.
It's late. I don't want to see that. It's late. I'm tired. There's nothing out. Yeah, you're right.
But it's not about that.
That's right. Let's go. Of course there's nothing out. There hasn't been anything out 5 years. What do people think is going on? You think they think I'm there because there's fucking brilliant films out? No. Okay? We all know they've been making Avengers reboots. I'm seeing all of them. You got to be loyal. It's like it comes back. It goes in waves, you know?
Right.
It's like fucking SNL or some shit. They'll get back. Nolan will bring some movies back,
I'll tell you one thing, I'm not missing the fucking first movie back. I'm seeing
Yeah.
all of them.
That's right. I'm seeing all of them. All right? So people, they're very flippant with their movie invites. And that really rubs me the wrong way.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When we had this whole conversation before the pod started, where we were like,
Yeah.
sometimes you like to write down ideas to bring things up.
Yeah.
Were you expecting to talk about AMC for the past hour?
No, not at all.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know. It's so great. There's nothing better. I talk about AMC a lot.
I know that's it's an
Yeah,
easy
sometimes.
topic for
Well,
you.
even in my set a little bit, but I actually wrote that. Here is legitimately what I wrote.
What'd you write down?
I wrote because over the 4th of July.
Which I was going to bring this up also.
Okay.
I saw Westport. And I yelled for you.
That's what I did too. I yelled for Rich.
Did you?
Yes.
How did we not hear each other?
Joe Rogan's not doing this.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
No, I wrote down horse. I saw like a bunch of my buddies and we played this game of horse. And it was fun. We could talk about that.
What, basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, and then I'll read them out to you. Staying up late and watching TV. I stayed over at my buddy's place.
In Port or in
Port.
DeVille?
No, in the Westport.
Okay, in
And
Westport.
this is where we played horse. And this is where they set me up. They're trying to set me up downstairs on the couch. And I'm like, set me up upstairs. I got to watch a flick.
What's upstairs, though? I don't know the layout of this house.
The TV. There's a big TV.
Yeah, they're trying to move you downstairs because that's their bedroom, Matt. Get out. What are you doing in here? We're trying to sleep.
They keep going. Yeah. Yeah, they keep going. No, I don't think you're going to like it up here. Like, people are going to get up early, like, and be in the kitchen. And I'm like, listen, I'm trying to get in flicks. I'll pivot. I'll pivot downstairs.
I got a Stubbs membership. Put the fucking movie on.
I
paid for this.
So that one, we kept doing this bit with my buddies where I'm like, you can tell your buddy that your other buddy, like, you're like, dude, apparently Rich was saying that Josh needs to get in the gym more. So you just like pin this.
A fake person or real person that doesn't know him.
Yeah, no, it's a real person. It's like you say that one buddy. You say, "Oh, Muscat said that your other."
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, you try to blame your buddy.
Muscat?
Yeah, that's one of my buddy's names.
Yo, you fucking wild.
I know.
What's his daughter's name? Toblerone? What's her name?
No, that's Rich, and his buddy, the daughter's name's Desi.
Desi, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. So that's a good one. You go, "Oh, Rich." You know, Tone saying you got to get in. He just said you got to get in the gym more.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
I gotta start
And
doing
it's
that.
like, and people are like, it's weird. People are always like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I go, let's go. So we did that. Oh, my buddy's kid, Cooper, right? Week before, we're all giving him shit. This freaking kid, he had a money-themed birthday party.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, that's what we were all. This kid's
How
like
old is this
Scrooge
kid?
McDuck. I don't know. He's like 4 or 5 or something.
Now that...
Maybe he's 6 or something like that.
Okay.
No, he's late. You know what? I actually have no idea. This is terrible. If they see he's
What'd be crazy? The kid actually dead.
the kid is like the kid's name's Coop, but he had legit. He's old enough that they had a birthday party. He's probably like, I think he's probably like 6 to 8
Okay.
now.
He's a child.
Yes,
Not
he's a
toddler.
child.
He has
Yes.
an outgrown toddler. He's a child.
Yes. But it was like the mom is saying, "No, Matt, come on." It was coins from Monopoly, and it was like a coin, but it was a money theme.
That's a weird theme.
So
What kid has a Monopoly? What kid plays Monopoly anymore?
And out in Westport too, nonetheless. White Westport, a money-themed birthday party.
That's white privilege.
My buddy Nick's. He's just my buddy black guy. He was going. This is insane, Josh.
A money-themed party.
You got to get this together. You got to get this kid together.
What was the food? Because the food's got to go with the theme.
I don't even know. I didn't ask.
These are the things I need to know.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
games were involved?
It's a great point.
What activities were included? Pelting poor people?
Well, I do. That's right. I do know this. There was a goodie bag given out that was like a piggy bank with like money on the side, and they gave you some coins that you would then put into like a jar.
They put money into the. They're giving away money.
Yeah, you gave them some coins, and then you would start your own piggy bank, I guess.
People know how to use them. They need your fucking 75 cents to figure it out.
Yeah, they were like, okay, this is how you do it. So that was that. And we're giving him shit. That was fun. And then, like, my buddy's getting the tour of the house. And the little kid, Cooper, gets to Cooper's room, and he says the little kid just takes off into the room. And he's like, where the hell is this kid going? And he goes to a vault, like a little safe.
What?
And punches in a code, and pulls out a bunch of money.
The kid?
Yeah.
It was a real safe?
Yeah.
Like a legitimate safe?
Yeah, he punched in numbers. Yeah, I didn't see the safe.
Why does the toddler know the code to the safe?
Yeah, that's his safe.
That's his safe?
Yeah,
It's the kid's safe?
It's the kid's safe.
Are there guns in it?
I don't know, but Jeff comes out. Nix comes outside and he goes, "You got to hear. I mean, you got to listen to this." On the tour, he's like, "This kid went to he goes right by me." And he's got a bunch of $2 bills or something.
What?
Yeah, my buddy Josh is going, no. Oh, and he said he earned it. The kid goes, I earned this. But I think he was just asking people for money. This is the greatest.
This-
the theme money birthday party is just so out of control.
People, they're like, how do people grow up and end up deforesting the rainforest? It's because you grow up like this fucking
That's
kid,
what I was like,
and
Josh.
you literally have your own safe at 6.
Yeah, and to keep, and that's what I'm like. So I didn't know about this, and I kept hearing about it in like bits. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The chucking bits at the house?
Yeah, I'm like just going, money theme, the money theme birthday. I'm like, what are you saying? Who had a money theme birthday? You know, I couldn't. It was hard to and then they were like Cooper last week had a money theme. I'm like, did he though? You know, and then the mom goes, no, it was like coins and stuff, and I was like, no, that sounds like money.
That's even weirder. What if it be dollar bills? No one even uses coins anymore. Were you not invited to the party?
No,
That's fucked
I haven't
up.
been. This is the first time I've been out there. I haven't been out there much. Like we don't
brought
see
this up
each
last
other.
time.
Yeah, we don't see each other as much. This was like a real reunion of sorts.
Did this pod
Yeah.
influence your decision to go to the port?
You know, I don't think so. Like I had been planning. I was like, I've got to go out there and see my buddy's place. But we did talk about how like there's been some. You just don't see people as much. People are doing other things.
Yeah, they're throwing money-themed parties for their kids.
That's right.
He must be doing pretty well. His dad's Rockwall. Big.
They're doing well, you know? And so that was and we played we played horse. 5 of us. 5 guys.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
for
for
horse.
4 or 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. And it was a they were legendary games.
But they're still talking about it.
Yeah, no, these games will live on in the record books. Like people losing at the buzzer, you know, just shit talking nonstop.
They throwing money around at these games?
No money. Lot of pride on the line though. Yeah, you know, like coming inside, talking shit.
Were these basketball players?
No,
In a
we're
past
all
life?
no, we're all not good. Like most of the shots are like, all right, listen, you're gonna go left, and you're gonna take a jumper, and everyone's like, oh snap! All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see it. You know, and then the guy goes left, jumper. If he hits it, you know, everyone's like, oh shit! All right, here we go.
Put H for everyone.
Yeah.
It's really whoever made it didn't get a letter that round.
Yeah, pretty much. These, you know, but if it goes through all the way around, if everyone makes it, you get the letter. Isn't that kind of wild?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So I got a couple letters that way.
Because you were last in the totem pole?
Well, because I made like a layup, I did like an easy shot, and then everyone was able to do it.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So then you get a letter, you know? But I did this bit. I started doing this thing where I did the same shot over and over. I was just, and I wasn't even making it. I was just doing it. It was just, I called it good speed. I go, you got to get good speed, come up to the elbow, right? Yumper. Soaring yumper, I called it. And I didn't make any, I made very few of these. But I made a few, the couple I made immediately gave people points. And there was a sheer exhaustion, I think, from just people tiring. Yeah, and from tiring from me doing the same shot. It sort of wore on people's psyches. They were like, this is not how the game of horse is played.
There's no rule that says I can't do the same shot.
That's what I'm saying. And people, you know, you see that when a guy, like, it's funny, and then it starts going down.
Yeah.
And then you're at the bottom, and you're like, this isn't funny at all. Like, do a different shot, dude, you know? And then you keep doing it, it starts coming back up. Right? All right, fellas, you know what time it is. Stanley Goodspeed. Here we go. And then you got to narrate. That was the other thing about horse. You got to narrate your shot.
Right.
I found out, so that people know what you're trying to do.
I like how you approach your horse strategy, much like your comedy strategy.
it's
the exact same thing.
It's very similar.
Just do the exact same thing until it becomes funny again.
I learned this parabola principle at some point in my life, and I can't stop using it. It's very similar. And I was like, all right, even my buddies said it. They go, this is such a Hardy bit.
They knew your bit?
No, they know. They go, this is such a goddamn, look at him. You go, why are you, my buddy Jeff was so annoyed. He's like, don't do, he's going to do the fucking shot. He's going to do the shot, you know? And then he would, here's the thing I found out too about horse. You haven't played horse in a while. Unconventional bad basketball players are the worst people to go behind. And you wouldn't think this, right? Because it's like, well, no, if you're good at basketball, right? And it's like, well, no, because the people that are bad at basketball, they take shots you should never take.
Right.
They're doing granny, double underhand, and you're like...
They make a joke of it.
That's right.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, you're in an evergreen tree shooting over the basket from behind, you know?
I know exactly what
It's like weird shots because they suck. So it's not a bad strategy. It's like, no, why not take a ridiculous shot?
My chance at doing this is just as good as your chance doing this.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same chance. So they go, all right, fuck it. We're doing this. And if I make this fucking thing, you're not making this. And I was getting knocked out. As my buddy was doing these insane, just some of these shots. I was like, the granny, the left.
But
hand.
their strategy is, I don't have much skill.
So
I'm going to do this. Your strategy was, it's pretty funny when you do things a lot of times.
That's right. My strategy was, I take the thinking out of it. I repeat my shot. And I slowly begin to improve as the game goes on. Because I'm not doing different shots.
But you didn't improve.
Not really. I'm not. There wasn't. If you really think about it, you'd probably need weeks to truly improve at a shot. It's probably not like 45 minutes. You know,
Michael Jordan didn't become the best ever, spending an hour outside. I got this now.
That's right. I'm just. And then the women, the best part too is the women. Then the women they can't. Did you experience this with the ladies where they
joining my horse games?
No, they come and they go, what's going on out here? Are you guys still playing basketball? Do you experience that with the ladies in your group?
Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of like grow. There's like a certain. I was listening to Patrice talk about. There's like a certain disdain for the fun you're having and the simplicity. And I don't actually know if that's what their disdain is for.
I do think it's that.
But it sort of happens. And you're like, Josh, are we doing the state? Like, it's ready. Are you doing it? And this guy's got a yumper for the W. And you're like, Josh is not coming out back. No. I don't care if there's 15 flank states. I got him on the fucking hot seat with this good speed elbow yumper. Get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, well, what's going on?
It'd be crazier if she came out and said, is that the great speed high yumper? And you're like, yeah, you familiar? She goes, am I familiar? I've been doing it since 86.
Good speed. Oh, you know this one, Sarah? Nah, it's just crazy. Because then, and then literally the game ended. I started getting hot from the foul line, right? So I started going, all right,
okay.
I go, hey, I'm sick of you fucking guys trying all this nonsense, all right? Keeping it simple from the foul line. Take a peek.
People forget how simple basketball can be.
Thank you, Rich. You would have been unbelievable in this horse game.
No, I wouldn't have.
You. So I start cashing. I make 3 of them in a row, and I give 3 different people letters. Cooking.
Okay.
All of a sudden, Muscat forfeits because he's got the little one inside.
Now, fuck that kid.
That's right, and he's taking heat. So then he forfeits, so then everyone else goes, oh, you know, maybe we'll smoke out back. That looks like it's it. I'm like, oh, you know, I was just heating up.
We'll smoke out back.
Yeah, the weed.
They're toking up at a kid's party?
Oh, man. I mean, people were partying. People party. Like, I mean, these kids were asleep now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Once
they were
the
putting
kids
them
are
down.
in bed.
Yeah. It was like 8 or 9, you know. But I was heating up, and I was like, I didn't let people live that. I'm like, listen, I see how it is.
Yeah, they saw your powers.
That's what I'm saying.
But
finally,
then that's also when you thrive. Hardy thrives at night.
That's right. I was coming around night guy. Night yumpers.
I mean, you're a nocturnal lawyer.
Yeah, and now my insomnia is just out of control. So this is just real quick to hit the other thing I said about staying up late. So then everyone knows, like, so in the morning they're like, what movie did you watch? Because everyone went to bed, and then I popped on their TV and watched On the Rocks with Bill Murray and Rashida Jones.
Oh, good.
It was all right.
Okay.
But that kept me up till like 2. You know?
Right.
I was eating pie.
Good pie? What kind of pie?
Pecan and...
A pecan for 4th of July.
Yeah.
That's a Thanksgiving pie.
Isn't that? I'm glad you mentioned this. I thought that the entire weekend and never spoke up about it.
I thought that through the entire pie. Ate the whole thing. I was like, that's more of a Thanksgiving move.
This is more of a Thanksgiving deal. It's cool, but
You haven't seen these people in years, and you decided, hey, by the way, great to see everyone. I'm going to stay in your basement all night, eat all your pie.
That's right.
That cool?
They had a key lime, too. That was stunning.
A good key lime. I've never had a good key lime pie.
Neither had I. Neither had I.
I trained out to Westport. Change that.
I got to tell you, man, every time I've seen key lime, I go, that's a shame. I don't want key lime. This key lime, unbelievable. I would key lime in all night. Flicks.
Wait, you went through the whole key lime pie?
I ate a lot of this key lime
How
pie.
much of the
maybe like
how much of the pecan did you eat? And how much
I
of
think
the
I
key
probably
lime?
of each pie I had about 30% of the pie.
That's insane. And those are two pies that don't go together.
That's right. And the pasta salad, there was a pesto pasta salad.
Oh, I love was there fresh mutts in there?
Yes.
And roasted red peppers?
Yes.
Fuck, that's my favorite type of pasta salad.
I couldn't deal with how good this pasta salad was, and I kept going up and going, "Hey, what's the story on this pasta salad?"
like it's dating someone? Like you're an open single?
That's exactly
divorced? What's going on with the salad?
That's exactly how you ask it, you know? Like what's up, what's the story on this, you know? And people know that bit. So they're just like, "We know you've had some, Matt." But
you banged the salad.
That's right. But I'm like, I'm keeping it up. Because there's youngsters too who don't know the bit so much. You know?
Oh, okay. Oh, you were asking the kids too?
Yeah, I go, "Hey, this pot, what's going on? What's the story with this pasta salad?" You know, this is like my 4th helping. And then like someone will be like, "Oh, it's so good," you know? I love bits like that. I like bits where, people get confused. You know, they're like, what is he saying?
How have you not climbed up the office ladder rank? Because you thrive in office humor.
Yes, I like that kind of like, but I like setting it off, like meaning like encouraging it.
But in non-office settings.
Yes. Like, "Oh wow, this corn salad is divine." And see if you can get a sort of corn salad chorus going. Who made the corn? And you know who made it too. And then you go, who did the corn salad? Everyone's quiet. You see if you can get it going.
Everything's a psychological experiment with you, like some sort of socio-psychological experiment to see how people will react. You're a fucking sociopath.
I may be closer than I know to a sociopath because I'm doing that all the time. I'm doing that consistent, those types of bits. Like, what's ice cream cake, good for your core. I'll say stuff like that. Like if it's like fudge or like something that's clearly bad for you.
Right.
And then you're in like a setting with people who like to talk about food and if it's healthy or not,
Yeah,
yeah. The brownies are good. Fudge is good for your core. And people are like, "What the fuck?" No, I don't think it, And you're like, "Yeah, no, like."
Look at me. I eat fudge all the time. You're like, what the fuck?
But at this point now, everyone's heard it. So what? All I'm really doing is saying it into the ether. Very few people, or I'm getting like kind of a, or someone jumps on board with me. They go, yeah, that's right. Like my buddy Jeff.
Your ultimate goal, I think, is for people to go to a different party eventually, see Fudge, and then they go, "Oh, I heard Fudge is good for your boy." Where you hear that from?
Yeah. That I heard at another party.
And then they actually tell you that 4 years later, and you go, "Yeah, I was the guy." Thank God you remember.
That would make me so happy if that happened. Exactly
you'd
like
be
you.
thriving.
Are you kidding me? I would fucking die. Oh, these green beans are wow, these green beans are immaculate. There's just like a touch of go fuck yourself in it. Like I'm saying something nice, but you can't fully accept it for some reason.
Right.
Yes. And then my buddies was like, "Oh, the steak is so good. The steak is so." And then on the way or whatever, my buddy on the way back, someone goes, "Was it just me or was the steak very chewy?" And I was like, "Oh, thank God someone brought it up."
It's like with the lady and the doctor and the Hamptons.
Yeah.
When the doctor said it's breathtaking, the baby.
That's right. The baby's breathtaking. That's a good bit. I got so extra, I started taking the kids' toys. You ever use one of these kids' toys where it's like you can draw on it and then you at the bottom and it clears it?
Yeah, that's been around for decades.
Yeah, what's that called? Like
an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yes. So there was one of the.
You made it sound like Hardy. They have iPads. This is what happens when you have a flip phone. You don't even know what's available. They got Fruit Ninja. They're using their fingers cutting fruit.
Yeah, so that's where they're at now. But they had one of these.
Okay.
And the kids toy. So I wrote on it, Felds. That's one of my buddy's names.
Okay.
His last name Feldman. Felds needs to go to the gym more. And then I just like placed it.
It's a big Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, it was pretty big, and I just like placed it in the living room, and just like went about my business.
Let me ask you something. Were you invited back to this house?
Yes, I was. I don't know. They've known me for so long at this point.
You know both the wife
Yeah.
and the husband
Yeah.
for a long time.
Both from high school. Both went to our same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Both high school, and then the college. This is my other. Also, he went to college with me.
Oh, so you're all Wolverines.
Yeah.
She's not a Wolverine.
No, went to Emory. So
she didn't get into Michigan.
yeah, but that's a pretty good school too. But it was a fun fourth. I think that's what I got. Yeah, get into the gym. Did you do it? Did you go? Did you go
No,
back?
I went to the island.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was here. I'm severely sunburned. That's why I'm wearing this sweatshirt. Severely sunburned.
Really?
Spent 5 hours in the sun. Reapplied 3 times. Went home last night. Burn.
Wow.
Big burn. Biggest burn of my life. Not biggest burn of my life, but a
Right.
severe burn.
So you burn easy though?
Easy.
Yeah.
I am a white kid. I'm going to Vegas on Thursday. First time in my life going to Vegas.
What are you gonna do there?
It's my buddy's bachelor party.
Wow.
He doesn't drink or gamble. So let's see what we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've heard Vegas can be pretty cool for sober people.
Well, we're supposed to go for the
that is?
MMA fight. It's McGregor versus Poirier. But you ready for this?
That sounds cool.
They never bought tickets.
To the fight?
Never bought tickets to the fight. So we just spent $1,300 to go to a place where a fight will be taking place. None of us will be attending, but the fight will be pretty close by.
That's such a frat? That almost feels fratty to me. Like I've done that with my frat brothers.
You spent $1,300 to go to a place?
Not $1,300, but we drove all the way to Penn State to watch a Michigan football game.
Okay.
Didn't get tickets and watched it at a Chili's
that's
nearby.
sick.
And
That's
got
so much better than going to the
shithoused.
game.
Yeah. That's hilarious, Rich. So it'll be nearby. You'll be able to catch it on some boob tubes near the TV.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
They got a place called Stadium Swim in Vegas. A little place called Stadium Swim. $40 ticket. They got a bar, casino, bunch of pools, and big IMAX screens
no
playing
way.
the sports. So my
That's
buddy goes,
sick.
listen, I have a feeling, because we've gotten fucked out of this trip so many times in so
Yeah.
many ways, I bet they're not going to play the fight. So he emails them, asking if they're going to play the fight. They go, nah.
What?
You can use your ticket for the third floor at our bar there
Oh,
if you want to watch the fight, but you might not be let back in.
What are they gonna play? Maybe an NBA game.
Kansas City Royals versus fucking San Diego Padres.
If they play baseball, you should slap somebody.
Listen,
I saw Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN the other night, and I go, "This this is still going on?
yeah. Middle America
Sunday Night Baseball?
I bet your Cardinals were on. The Cardinals are always on Sunday Night Baseball. I don't understand why. They're always on Sunday Night Baseball.
Is that right?
I think.
Sunday Night Baseball? I couldn't imagine. I was just like, this is like, no, you can't.
It's
do
always
it.
a game. It's like Cardinals versus Rangers. That'll be the game. And you're like, who is watching this?
That's right. In that studio they have
Stupid.
with the Sunday. Oh, they got the guy there. You know, he's like, all right, welcome into Sunday Night. You're like, no. You guys need to.
Tim Karichian.
It's something like
Probably
that.
that Armenian dick.
How is, this should not. How does that survived?
How has baseball survived?
That's what I'm. But not only baseball, you're like, okay, maybe they're just playing in these empty stadiums. This is a network. You'd think like it's like a for-profit network.
Listen, they're playing the WNBA on ABC. Who the fuck is watching that?
Is that they're playing that on ABC?
Yeah, they're playing that on ABC.
That's
no one's
crazy.
watching this. That's something where you go, hey, excuse me, everyone, excuse me. No one's watching this.
I would assume.
You're really forcing the women's basketball on everyone, and just no. It's been 20 years. No one wants it.
That's what I was saying. I was like going by my buddies. You know, we had a big dinner at Sunday. So I'm maybe NBA game on, watching a flick or something, and all of a sudden ESPN, it's like 8, and it was like like a baseball, and I was like, what?
Insane.
Sunday Night Baseball is still on? What
It'd be
fucking
great if they-
planet?
They don't even have announcers for it. They're like, we're not even going to get the announcers. It's just you watch it, and you talk among
That would make more sense because it would save money on it, I think.
100%.
So you think maybe it's Middle America? There's people watching.
100%.
Yeah, they must
Yeah,
get
Middle
it.
America, the South.
That's crazy.
Oh, shit. We're an hour 22
Yeah.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
Till
Good
next time.
stuff.